This is a smoking gun. Good seeing everybody. This is it. This is the smoking gun. Impact. The smoking gun. They're all leaving. They're all leaving the country. They're all leaving the country. They're going to be in Romania and Switzerland. As you can see right here, the conference, Michelle Obama, the 17th and 18th, the same time Trump's leaving the United States. They're going to be in Romania, Budapest, the place September 17th and 18th. The conference is called Impact. They're going to be in Romania. I'm going to have my full video out by morning.
Well, people, this is the information that is coming down from Mark Ellison, 88. You guys know I follow him more and more in relation to end time and someone to refer to, because this man is, he's on it. He feels he's called by God these last days. He also feels, like I've said in other videos, the moment Trump is unalive, we're out. Hey, it very well could be. I was on the phone with a friend the other day for a few hours, and he's like, look, Pearson, you know, we have various or difference of opinion, but this is how we march to the truth. We just keep working at it, and God speaks and he clarifies, and we get down to that golden nugget. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Friendshot Pearson. Welcome to Friendshot Blue. It's Monday. Happy Monday. September 8th of 2025. Let's say it together. Praise God from whom all blessings flow. Wow. It reminds me of a song, Sarah, Sarah. Whatever will be, will be. The future is ours to see. Que Sarah, Sarah. I don't know the originator of the song. I know that Sly and the Family Stones sang it. Sarah, Sarah. Don't even know how to spell it, but yeah. Put in the chat, remember that song. It's some song. Is it possible that the powers that be, that he created hostile situations in key points of the United States, and now they're leaving the world behind, / as Rome burns? Or are these just meetings going towards something? You know, as I decode, I get ideas. I'm sure you get ideas. You have visions, dreams. I don't think anything's set in stone, to be honest with you. I think that because of the wars in heaven, and I think that, as many people have said to me, Pearson, you know that they got to know that we're on to them, right? Right? They got to know that we're watching them. Once you know the key players in these last days, I do believe these are the last days, you can see it's possible that they know what we're thinking. So they can be throwing us curves. Give us dates and like, hey, psych, give you a head fake, like a basketball game. But we know something's coming. And Mark is on it. I have a lot of respect for him. He's going to do another video later on today. I'm assuming in more detail. But my question to you is, these folks are going out of town. And a lot of these international meetings, look, they're not getting coverage until you dig. You dig? Now, with that perspective, I want you to listen to this, because I want to build something. Check it out.
President Trump's crime crackdown sweeping the nation. After deploying the National Guard to Washington, D.C., now the White House plans to extend its effort across 19 states, all with the goal of curbing crime and supporting immigration enforcement. We'll talk to Republican Congressman Pat Fallon in just a moment. Plus, an illegal alien...
19. Why 19 states? You know, there's a criticism out there, and I think it's a fair assessment, that like Chicago, why would Trump come to Chicago when you have Republican states in worse condition? Let me throw this at you. Had a conversation with someone the other day. The person said, Pearson, maybe the 19 states are the safest states. And then when all hell breaks loose, the National Guard is really there to protect. I'm like, wow, what a twist. What a twist. What a twist. Now, this video was 2 weeks ago. I want to get into the heart of my matter in a minute. So this just won't be another video about the National Guard, because I have a surprise for you in about a minute, but hold tight. 19 states. Now, this is the list that I found. Up to 1,700 National Guardsmen are set to mobilize in 19 states in the coming weeks to assist the Department of Homeland Security with President Donald Trump's nationwide crackdown on illegal immigration and crime, Pentagon officials confirmed to Fox. Documents obtained by Fox show planning for activations in Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Idaho, Indiana, Iowa, Louisiana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Mexico, Ohio, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Virginia, and Wyoming, with status effective from August through mid-November. Texas is projected to host the most significant Guard presence. Now, as you can see, Illinois is not on this list. So maybe we were on it and we didn't make it, or maybe this list that Fox has isn't accurate. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section. Is Illinois on the list now? Because Trump say he coming here. Now, I want you to look at this. I was led by Mark when I watched his video. And Obama is going to be in Dublin, Ireland, September 26th. Okay? He's going to be in Dublin, Ireland. That's where he's going to be at. Selling tickets, right? Speaker. This guy gets around, people. He gets around. That was the layout of the tickets. He's going to be out of town. That's not too far from now. 18 days from now. Between now and then, will Rome start burning? Will Rome start to burn? And Trump's UK state visit scheduled avoids possibility of him addressing Parliament. Maybe it avoids him addressing Rome burning, that is Chicago and other states. They made the movie Leave the World Behind. They also made the movie Civil WAR. Now, U.S. President Donald Trump and his First Lady, Melania Trump, will travel to the United Kingdom in September for an unprecedented second state visit at the invitation of the King, which is unlikely to have any public-facing events. The visit is scheduled for September 17th and 19th, 17th through the 19th. So that's only 8 days away, 9 days away. So he'll be out of Dodge too. Notice they have the two ties, purple and blue. Isn't that something? Interesting how they did that. With the red and black for sacrifice, of course. Phoenician. Here's King Charles' birthday, November 14th. His next birthday, November 14th this year. 6/14 is Trump's birthday this year. The difference is 21/6. Do you know that the 216th day of the year is August 4th? That's Barack Obama's birthday. I've never done that till today. That's interesting. Then look, April 24th is when the horses bolted. Remember that day? And then the horses bolted again July 1st. Remember the horses bolted in Britain back in the day? The bloody horse? So July 1st, when the horses bolted last, subtracted from the day that Trump will be there, 9/17. Look at that, 1111. Isn't that something? There's that 1111 again. I tell you. Then look, Buckingham Palace, February 5th, 2024. King Charles announces cancer, February 5th. So February 5th, 2025. Oh, that was 2024, my bad. Let's put that back on there. Okay. So that's 84. So if you take, wow, but the anniversary is interesting too. 2/5 of 2024 announced Prince Charles had cancer. 9/17, Trump visit. That's 84 weeks ago in 2 days. Barack Obama was born August 4th. That's interesting. That's very interesting. And when you make it, well, I won't even go there. Let's just do this here, literal. Who can forget the coronation? Remember? King Charles coronation, May 6th. Remember that? And his son kissed him on the cheek. I did a few videos on this. He became the king after the queen died. Remember that? After his mom died. So, take that day of 5/6/2024. Yeah, he was knighted. Is that the right way? May 6th, 2023. The anniversary is May 6th, 2024. 9/17, that's when Trump's gonna be there. The difference is 7/13. You remember Trump was hit in the ear in Butler, Pennsylvania, they say, on July 13th. Is that coincidence? Then I want you to think about this. There is a beast in Revelation, and there were the Commonwealth Games back in the day. And many call this the games where Baal was worshipped. I want you to think about this. Watch this lady tame this bull and then ride it. Watch this.
Certainly one of the most striking images of the show so far. It's a very how to train your dragon moment. This is Stella offers friendship and compassion to tame the beast.
Don't go to try this in a field, but in Stella's single action, we can see that we're all worthy of love, whoever we are, and whatever our circumstances may be.
Yes, behind it all, the idea of breaking free from oppression and enslavement and of moving forward.
So drumalization, coming out of chains, then taming the beast. What I noticed right off was this. Purple, Tiffany blue. Look at that. Phoenician people, purple and Tiffany blue, right there in your face. It doesn't stop, does it? Look. Look at that. And later she rides it, she tames it, and she rides it. She literally rides the bull. Is this the new world order coming? That's my question. Is this the new world order? Is it a dramatization of that? Look at that. She rides that bull. They're bowing down and alter that thing. Come on, man. And watch this here.
Exactly a year ago at the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham, the bull appeared at the opening ceremony at the Alexander Stadium and astonished the nation. The following day, it was put on display in Centenary Square, and thousands of people came to see it during the duration of the Games. In the Reconstruction period, Network Rail released this astonishing video which shows the size of the ball as they tried to get it into the station concourse. The ball was eventually taken away and refitted and repaired and made safe for an indoor location, and that
So, what's the tie-in, Pearson? They're going to be overseas people. I'm not sure we could ever know what they're doing overseas. But I do know and understand the ceremonies in relation to Bible prophecy. They might say one thing, but you know it's a graven image. You know it's a bull. You know it's a beast. And did you notice the design of it? Should have got to band it down and structure it so it doesn't fall apart to keep it intact, but these look like X's to me. They look like X's to me. What do you think? When you watched it initially years ago, did all this go through your mind? And who can forget this? At the coronation, the Grim Reaper. Was this a dramatization? Tell us something for the future? Now, RJ, Romania Journal. The Netflix culture decoder comes to Bucharest, Erwin Meyer at Impact 2025. This is the meeting where Michelle Obama will be, and over 200 movers and shakers, while America might be burning. What does it take to lead in a world without fixed rules and with teams scattered across the globe? Erwin Meyer, INSEAD professor and co-author of No Rules, Rules. Wow, that's deep. No Rules, Rules, the best-selling book written by Netflix CEO Reed Hastings, is coming to Romania this September to share her insights. On September 17, 18, Bucharest will host the second edition of Impact Bucharest, the largest business innovation and technology event in Southeastern Europe. Among this year's headline speaker is Erwin Meyer, a globally recognized expert on organizational culture and cross-cultural collaboration, who will join over 2,000 participants from across the region. So Netflix is representing there, and then we're going to have Michelle Obama as well. Impact. The former First Lady of the United States will participate in a moderated discussion during the second edition of the largest business and tech event in Southeastern Europe, Impact Bucharest. So these people are going to be there. They're going to be there. Even Kevin Costner is going to be there. Have you heard about this? Is this just coincidence that as America is brewing, so to speak? I mean, we got to question it. And thank Mark for presenting it. Someone either sent that information to him or he dug it out. But either way, he's a godsend, especially when it comes to information. Is it coincidence that as America is going to receive troops in 19 different states, that they're having these international meetings, that if something goes down, Rome could be on fire? I mean, look at the dates. They're going to be out of town. and people are in compliance. They're following orders. This is one reason I said yesterday in my live video when I talked about business and I talked about culture, I talked about America, I talked about resisting authority when you know you're right. And Americans, we are, I don't want to always use the word program, but we have so much allegiance to leaders many times and don't question. Should we question what's going on here? We're about to go through possibly something similar to what began the nation. Some serious social unrest. It could be like it was in the beginning, 1776, or it could be like the George Floyd moment. And the movers and shakers arguably will be out of town. I'm just keeping it real. At what point do we say, wait a minute, what's really going on, Marvin Gaye? But if they keep the information buried and we're not in one accord, asking questions, we can really can't connect the dots. Do you think the Lord is coming between this period? And if and when something does happen and we begin to go into the ashes like the phoenix bird and rise again, is that when these leaders, quote unquote, come back and it's the rising of the bull, the rising of the eagle again, and they're gonna now lead America and the world to the golden age? Is that what the plan is? I know God knows what their plan is. I know God's got to know their playbook, that is their script. But what do you think? Put it in the comment section so I can read it. Maybe I'll do a live a little bit later. I want to know what you know, because a few of you guys, you watch Mark 88 and you do watch other content creators and you see the information that they're presenting. I do think it's interesting to look at the dates that these people are out of town, and we look at what's going on here, quote unquote, setting the stage for, who knows, right? But I think we need to stop pledging allegiance to people in charge, because many times they could be taking us down a valley or a ditch or off the ditch. My name is Franchise Pierce. If you like the work, please subscribe. You can just click on my channel, Franchise Blue. Click on my portrait right here. I have, go to more here. Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, and PayPal if you want to help the channel or send a love offering to a P.O. box. Whatever you can send, I appreciate it. My videos don't go to the big audience. It's rough. Sometimes I do two hours worth of live videos and the money is peanuts. And I'm protesting, but until then, I'm just enduring. You endure, go by faith. It's not a fair fight, but one day it's gonna be over after a while. You hold tight, I encourage you. I'll hold tight, you encourage me. God bless.